Hey, what's going on guys, this is Royale back again with another video. Today, I'm just going to be showing you a deck that I used to push up on ladder. Yesterday's video, which actually just came out 10 minutes before I'm recording this one at 6 PM EST, I was at like 5,700, and now as you can see I'm at 400 trophies from that. I've been using this deck primarily. It's a hog deck, hog tornado. It's actually similar to what I used last season, although last season I used a fireball variation like this, and I finished 59th in the world. As you can see right now, I'm 117th, so not too far off. That season does end tomorrow, so I've been pushing up a little bit, and I just thought I'd show you some of the replays. Obviously, as you can see, we got a good win streak going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, one of them was a draw, but 5 wins in a row and 1 draw. So a very good, very consistent deck. And I'm just gonna be hopping in, showing you guys what you can do with it. Now, the first match I'm going to be wanting to show you guys is against a very, very free-to-play deck. Obviously, this deck is kind of free-to-play, but it's of guards, log, and the executioner, so some epics, some legendaries. This deck, he only has the log, and he only has commons and rares outside of that. Obviously, it is 2.6 with Tesla instead of cannon, so it'll be a little bit hard for me to break through. Normally, when you have the cannon version, it's just going to end in a draw. However, with the Tesla version, I can normally, as a hog player, outcycle it. You know, just like a guard's Ice Spirit on defense, maybe get a tornado against his hog rider, and then boom, just poison it, and you're gonna get a lot of damage. Now, obviously in the early game, see, both of us are leaking a little bit. We're not playing too aggressively. I'm gonna play my hog, he's gonna play his hog. I believe I do mess this up. I played my tornado a little bit late. I don't remember if it was lag or anything, but I did get the Ice Spirit timing, but the hog does get 1 hit on my tower. His tower is obviously safe from my hog rider with that Tesla. However, I'm gonna have King Tower activated for the rest of the game, and he just keeps having to spam Teslas, whatever. Plays some weird skeletons, plays a log, of course, and then he has nothing for my hog rider other than just a musketeer. Because as I was talking about before, I was able to outcycle his Tesla. He's going on a little bit of a counter push here. Honestly, I think he should have played his hog in the opposite lane, you know, keep damage consistent, and also with having to play my executioner there, I wouldn't have really any elixir or anything to counter it. But we do get a nice ice golem there, nice defense. The hog only gets 2 hits, I believe, and we have a little mini counter push, which he's probably going to play skeletons or musketeer on. So there he goes with the skeletons. That's going to clean it up. Of course, that is 1 more elixir in my pocket. Now we are even elixir. We are up about 200 damage, and we have our King Tower activated. So obviously a very good start to the game. Not really much going on. I'm gonna tank for that Ice Spirit with my hog rider, knowing that he is Tesla, but I don't really want to give up too much chip damage. And we're just gonna start poisoning. You know, poison does a lot of damage, even if his tower's at full HP, and even with the 1 minute overtime. You know, those chips and chips and chips with poisons and fireballs and spells and stuff like that, they really come into play. Now we do get a nice tornado, nice Ice Spirit as well. He's gonna log that back, and that hog is going to get 1 hit. I should have played my guards there maybe, but I feel like it would have had a better counter push with my Ice Golem, which is why I chose to do that instead. I'm gonna log that, keep the Ice Golem alive, poison the Tesla, a little bit of pre-poison, and we are going to get a lot of damage. He just decided to go in with a hog here. He could have played a musketeer, which would have obviously been a huge commitment, but as you can see, since he didn't, we can just tornado his hog, give up 1 hit, and he's gonna fireball, but we're gonna get 3 hits with our hog rider as the poison lingered. It killed his skeleton, so obviously a lot going on right now. I was very happy with that, and at that point, you know, 3 poisons is not really that bad. Obviously on ladder, poison does a lot more than tournament standards. Instead of the 200, I believe it does like 340, 350, something like that. So yeah, it's really not that hard to do 800-900 damage with poisons, as long as we're just defending with executioners or tornadoes, maybe saving a log for 1 push. So here we do what's it called, a tornado. Pull that nicely so the musketeer dies. The hog does actually get 2 hits there, so it gets really close at the end. The hog got 1 hit with 1 HP. We go in the poison, we go with the log, he goes with the fireball, and he has his own log coming down, but we do actually get the nice win there. And that put us at 6,100 and almost at 100. Now for the second game, I want to show you guys a matchup against a golem deck that can be kind of tricky, as he does have the rocket, so he can rocket our executioners, and then what are we going to have to defend, right? So this match gets a little bit tricky. We just start with the Ice Spirit. You know, we're not really playing too aggressively. I believe we do log here as well. I don't really remember. With the P.E.K.K.A deck that I showed you guys in yesterday's video, you don't really want to be wasting stuff like that. But with a cycle deck like this, you can get back to those cards really, really quickly. So you have kind of the freedom to play whatever you want at the beginning, except for like things like an Executioner in the back. Obviously, if I did that right now, it would just get rocketed, give him a lot of value. So you don't want to be doing that kind of stuff. Now, I do play my Executioner here right in front of the tower, so it would hopefully kill the Mega Minion and the guards. However, he does rocket it, and I do have to Ice Golem to tank for that Mega Minion, or else it would have gotten one swing on my tower, which obviously, you know, would have been bad, especially as he just rocketed. So now instead of being down 300 damage, we're going to be even on damage, and maybe up a little bit of elixir. I'm forcing him to Baby Dragon right here. And with Hog, I knew he had NATO at this point because I recognized that it was Golem, especially after that Baby Dragon. And when you're playing Hog against Golem decks, especially Golem decks with Tornado, you really want to stack a lot of stuff up with your Hog, like guards or whatever, as even though he was able to pull my Hog to his King Tower, it only got one hit. The guards did a lot of damage, you know, the Ice Spirit, the Ice Golem did some damage, and all that stuff combined brought his tower down to 1600. So, you know, little micro pushes like that, counter pushes, whatever, with that Ice Golem, whatever you can get, especially early game against Golem when they don't have a lot of things to counter push with, A and B, they don't have a lot of versatility for defense, it can be really good at pressuring. Now, here, as you can see, I pushed with my guards again. I saw that he golemed. I could have hogged immediately, which maybe would have gotten me one more hit. I don't think so, but I wanted to kind of push with my guards as much as possible. I didn't want to have them falling behind a Hog Rider. And so we play our Executioner. That's going to get some nice damage onto the Mega Minion. And he's going to rocket it. Now, we do pull his Golem to King Tower. I could have done it a little bit better. The Golem does actually get one hit on my tower, but it's not a big deal, just roughly 300 damage, and especially against things like Golem, you know, giving up 300 damage versus giving up thousands is not a very big deal. Now, we do poison a little late on the Ice Golem, so the Baby Dragon does lock onto the tower, gets a few swings. We're going to play guards around this Dark Prince, going with the Hog Rider, and just keep up that pressure. Now, he does have Tornado, but that means that he can't pull my Executioner into his push. He's going to get a little bit of counter push with his Mega Minion, and he's going to save up for the rocket from my Executioner, but at this point, he has no elixir, and he only has a Golem and a Mega Minion coming down the lane. We're leaking a little bit, we get a nice Ice Spirit NATO, we're going to get the Ice Golem to pull the Dark Prince and the Mega Minion to the opposite lane, then we're going to get a log in there, especially hit the guards, another defensive poison just as I did before. The Mega Minion does actually get 2 hits on the tower, so I'm a little bit worried, but luckily our tower is a little bit outside of rocket range. I believe rocket is 342. Now he does Baby Dragon, try to get a little bit of chip damage, but that does obviously use his NATO, so he can go in and safely use the Hog and get that nice little W there. Alright, for the third match, I'm going to be playing against the deck that I actually showed in yesterday's video that I was talking about a little bit, the P.E.K.K.A deck. It's a very good deck. I might not be the best with it, you know, I'm normally a faster, you know, kind of deck log bait type style. Minor Cycle, you know, Hog, of course, as I'm showing in this video. And the P.E.K.K.A deck is a very slow deck. He's not going to play first at all. I believe he might actually go with the Bandit first, just out of spite, you know, wanting me to play something, but we do have the guards for that. And I don't go on the counter push here because I don't know what troops he has. I don't want to give him a lot of value, so I go Hog opposite lane when he plays the Dark Prince. And what I'm going to be showing you guys a lot in this game is using Ice Golem as a defense. Now, pulling troops to the opposite lane with Ice Golem is something that takes a lot of practice, but if you can do it efficiently and effectively, you can get like tens of elixir worth of value with just a 2 elixir card and really save yourself from a lot of damage on defense. Now, he goes to the Executioner. I recognize what deck he's playing, as of course I just made a video on it, so I poison that. I know that he can't really punish me, even though the poison's not going to get a lot of value on the Executioner. A little bit is better than nothing. It gives us a little bit to counter push with, as we do here with the Hog Rider. And the Executioner is going to get some damage, and our Hog is actually going to get 1 hit here barely, so that Executioner, keeping that alive, that poison spell, actually got us a lot of value. Now we're going to log there. We are going to use our guards, and he's going to go with the Dark Prince. We're just going to, you know, same thing. Repetition is very important. We're going to play an Ice Golem, going to the opposite lane, and the other tower is going to come in. The Dark Prince is going to get no damage, no value whatsoever. And here he's kind of stuck. He has to play another Executioner, or he can go with the P.E.K.K.A. Either way, we're going to be able to either counter push or poison his Executioner. Ice Spirit going down. He's just going to, let's see, NATO here. And an Ewiz. I'm going to poison, and then we're also going to log. So, not so bad. He can't really punish us, and we are just basically chip cycling here, as I was talking about in the last matchup. Those poisons, you know, while they might be pretty little, pretty kind of almost seeming to be meaningless, they stack up a lot over time. Even in tourney standard, you know, poison 200 damage, tower only has 2500 HP, so you can get a lot of damage, residual damage, doing it that way. Just as minor poison decks get a lot of minor poison chip damage, you know? Chip damage is very important. Now here is his first big push of the game. He's got the P.E.K.K.A. He's going to pull my Executioner into his push. And here we go, we tornado everything over a little bit, get that Ice Golem in the opposite lane, we are able to poison on defense, and look, we're going to take basically no damage. As you can see, that Ice Golem really came in clutch. Executioner is going to get one hit on the tower, somehow it didn't lock onto the guard, but obviously not a big deal with one hit, and he doesn't have Tornado in his cycle because he used that to pull my Executioner into his push, which is a smart play from him, but it is going to allow our Hog to get one hit on the tower, and boom, you know, another Ice Golem into the opposite lane. Actually, no, I don't pull it opposite lane that time, I probably should have, but that is okay. I do allow his Dark Prince to get a hit, I believe, in doing so, but it's not going to be a big deal. And 1500 damage, you know, I'm expecting to get another Hog hit or two at least some point in this game. Decides to go on a big push, so, you know, back to the poisons. Another Executioner, he's going to pull that into his P.E.K.K.A. Very smart play, once again, but now we are able to Ice Golem in the opposite lane, pull all of his stuff to the other side, and now we can sneak in a Hog once everything is gone. We're actually also going to tornado everything else. That way the Ewis doesn't get any more hits. And now as you can see, he's got no elixir. We're just able to poison and log everything back just for safety. Actually, no, another Ice Golem, opposite lane, just staying safe. And boom, there's another win for us. I actually think this is going to wrap it up for this video. I might want to get this out soon. I'm probably going to edit it now, schedule it for sometime tomorrow. But thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate this. And yeah, make sure to check me out in the social media links in the description below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.